the biggest news today. Errol Spence, according to Bomac, Terence Crawford's trainer, he's activating his rematch clause.
It's going down.
Yo.
What do y'all feel? Well, I'm not sure if it's at 147 or 154 yet. I was trying to look and see, and that's not really quite clear because I saw some person say something about he said he won his belts best, but I didn't see. They put it as a quote, but I didn't see if he said that.
I'm gonna go ahead.
He says he wants to be at 154, but we don't know all those details. But he's accepting it.
I'm gonna hit you with that. What's that? That nothing even matters. That shit don't matter. Terrence is. You about to put pause on, son. Yo, like again, it's gonna happen.
You know what I'm hoping?
It's definitely gonna happen again.
I'm hoping Errol pull it out, yo. That would be the greatest trilogy of all
At
time.
154?
If somehow he could come. If somehow Errol could win this fight, even if it's a decision that's extremely arguable, like, yo, this could be the greatest trilogy of all time. Especially the way he got his ass beat the first time.
Well, it wouldn't be the greatest trilogy because in order to be the greatest trilogy, the fight's got to be
win
competitive.
one. Yeah, you gotta win one.
One of them can't be a blowout.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What would be the greatest comeback then?
It would be a great comeback, and it could be a great last two fights potentially.
Yeah.
Of a trilogy, and
so you think it might be on a tip where they'll try to lean the scale so they could get a third fight?
I just feel like Errol is such a great fighter now that it's like Baki when you get your ass beat, but he's a great fighter. Maybe he will make adjustments and try to have a game plan for him too.
My thing is, man,
but getting your ass beat like that was crazy.
I don't think it matters at what weight, especially particularly this fast. I think I spoke about it. Maybe take a fight here in between, and also maybe build it up. People need to see you look good at a higher weight class. And then maybe you practice some things for a fight or two in between. We've seen fighters not rush back to a rematch, especially after that whooping. And there have been fighters that have come back and done well.
Yeah.
Especially because Terence is getting up there. I think he's treated his body well enough that he can fight probably into his 40s fairly well. So I don't think age is going to catch up to him, but you just never know. And, Earl's been through a lot. But I'm like, I don't think there's nothing he can do in less than 6 months or around 6, that can change the outcome of that fight.
Exactly.
I think he needed something in between. Because they have to work. I don't think you can work on it in sparring. I think you need a real fight to work on a few of the things that they would need to work on. But listen,
I'm no expert.
But Errol has
but I have to imagine
his fights, yo.
But I have to
he
imagine
didn't fight
that
Terence Crawford though.
If his power was that visceral at 147, I have to imagine it's going to translate up.
See,
it's only going to get fucking worse.
This is my thing. Errol Spence might feel better at one. I believe he is going to feel better.
It might be a more.
But the scary thing is, Terence Crawford's power has been traveling up and getting better.
It hasn't gotten.
If he gets to 154 and gets even stronger, bro,
this is real.
It's going.
I just found out about this
really gonna be like
from I think from Yuze and also from Malik. As far as with his wrestling background, something about that wrestling foundation.
His base is strong.
That is something
that's
that
why they say he
translates
strong,
over
he's
the
strong
sports.
from the feet up to the shoulders, not from the shoulders down to his feet.
And that's where he gets scary, yo.
He understands movement. He understands leverage. If you try to grapple him, you can't. You can normally. Errol Spence could grapple you up, get up on you, get under you. He couldn't grapple him, yo. And that's another reason he was catching clean shots because he couldn't grapple him.
I think that's where Mike was thinking about too, Errol Spence jab shit, where he was thinking it was more effective than he actually thought it would be against Terence Crawford. It wasn't because he couldn't manhandle that nigga like that.
Well, the jab also, they said their main goal was to take. They literally
took it away
taking
from
away his jab because that's how he sets everything up.
Eviscerated that from his arsenal, bro. I don't think that changes at 154. I'm being real. I don't think that changes.
Listen, I'm not against it.
I just want the crazy outcome, but
that would be dope. It would be good for the game.
Nah, the way Terence Crawford fought, to be honest, if we being honest, I don't have anybody beating him. That's in his relative weight range.
I am happy to hear though.
Somebody that great I've never seen that done in my era.
Also, styles make fights. He was a good stylistic matchup.
Yes, definitely. It was one of the biggest fights of our life, yo. At that time, yo, that was a big ass fight.
On recent memory, yes, absolutely.
On recent memory, though, what great fight was that? One-sided though.
Not of our life, but maybe
our
of this
lifetime.
decade. Definitely of this fucking
Definitely the decade.
That was a big ass
It
fight.
was a big fight. It was a big fight.
Yeah, it
Big
was
ass
crazy,
fight.
yo.
But what was I about to say before that? I can't even remember. But go ahead, Zay. It'll probably.
It'll
spark
probably
my
come back to you,
memory or
but
something.
yeah, that, you know, Earl Spence, he gonna do it. I know. I personally, if I was advising, I would tell him to probably take another fight because it would build the fight up if he looks good at a higher weight class too. But he can do whatever you want. If you want to go back in there, if you feel like he can make adjustments, people be like, "Yo, you shouldn't do this," or people, he gonna get destroyed, or why is he doing that? He's a fighter at the end of the day,
Yeah.
dog.
This is a
And he's, you can know how Earl, like, just from looking from the outside, and I've known people, like, I've been that's a dude with pride. Like, he's a fighter. If he want
He's
to
a
go in there
man.
and fight, if he get beat up badly, I'm pretty sure he's willing to accept.
He's a man with
Yeah,
pride.
he's a man,
you
yo.
don't do shit like that.
Your advisors, I'm pretty
Jay
sure his
said that.
advisors have advised him maybe some other steps. And at the end of the day, it's his decision. So if he want to activate that rematch, let him go in there.
I'm with it.
If he does something great, then it be
Guess
a
who's gonna
crazy
be
story.
watching it? This fucking guy.
Watch.
Yeah.
I'm watching.
Yeah.
I'll be watching too.
Gotta watch everything.
Immediately. I will be a little bit more on the side of probably
He said a little bit
where I'm leaning towards another side, but I'll be watching.
Yeah.